G'day humans, Chris Stead here. Today I'm reviewing the Origin Hybrid Pro mattress in a box. So when you look across the Origin range, the Hybrid Pro is their middle tier. So it sits below the lumber cloud and it sits above the Hybrid. Now I have reviewed both of those mattresses before, which you can find on the channel. So if you want to dive deeper into those, go check out those videos. We're going to focus on the Hybrid Pro in this video. Now they call the lumber cloud is the luxury part of the line. The Hybrid is the value for money, and they're calling this one the Hybrid Pro their most advanced mattress, Origin's most advanced mattress. So what do I think? Well, let's dive into my Origin Hybrid Pro review, and we'll start with the price. So this comes in at just a tad over $2,600 here in Australia. I think it's $2,639 is the recommended retail, I believe. And that's for the Queen, sorry, for the Queen. There's 5 sizes, so we'll just stick with Queen prices just to make things a bit easier. And so $2,639 is up there for a mattress in a box in the queen size range. Like the kind of other ones, say let's say your Sleeping Ducks, your Akosas, your Emmas, Koala, those type of mattresses, they're all sitting around the $1,500 to $1,800 range, kind of in their middle tier, for their middle tier mattresses, which you would think would be comparable to this. But as I'm going to go into, there's a heck of a lot going on in this mattress, which I think ultimately justifies that extra price. So now let's dive in. I'll take you through what you're going to get with this mattress. So Origin calls the Hybrid Pro mattress a medium firm with a plush top. So they call it medium plush. It's got a 120-day trial period, which is pretty common across all of the mattress in a box brands. But it's got a 15-year warranty, which is about 5 years up on what's kind of the standard. Most are 10, there's a couple of 12s. 15's right up there, so they're really backing in this product. It's got the smart climate cooling system you may have heard about. There's 8 layers, which I'll go into in a second, but it's a genuine hybrid. So you're looking latex, memory foam, and springs in this. It's 31 centimeters thick. It's interesting, in one place on the website it says 31 centimeters, and another part on the website says 30 centimeters, but either way it's thick, and that's where all those layers are coming in. Thick mattresses are good, in my opinion. It's easy to get up, on and off, depending on your bed frame obviously, but you're just a little bit higher off the ground. It can be a bit harder to fit sheets sometimes, but you're definitely a bit easier to get in and out. It comes in 5 sizes, I mentioned, so your single, your king single, your double, your queen, your king. The Queen weighs 44 kilograms, which is on the heavier side, but not too bad. It's Setri Pure US and Setri Icotech compliant, so hypoallergenic, all that kind of stuff. It's designed here in Australia too, which is worth mentioning. So it's designed with local weather in mind, and even using some local materials like Aussie wool. There's plenty to like about the Origin Hybrid Pro mattress, but the delivery time isn't one of them. This particular mattress took the best part of 2 weeks to get here, which in the grand scheme of things isn't too bad, other than the fact that the competitors in the space, a lot of them are doing overnight deliveries. So it's a bit of a wait there, which may be a drama depending on how urgent it is that you require a new mattress. It's also worth pointing out that the box itself just came as a box. So it didn't have any handles, it didn't have any wheels, it didn't have anything to help move it should you need to move it from where it's delivered, up a staircase, for example, into a room. Now, the king size mattress does weigh over 50 kilograms, so that can be a challenge for some customers and something to keep in mind. Potentially somewhere they could improve. What I will say though is the mattress did spring straight to life. So as soon as you open it up and roll it out, she just goes pop, and you can feel like you can sleep on it straight away. Now, obviously the sleeping experience is going to be super tied to the layers. And as mentioned, there's 8 layers in this thing, so it's quite complex. And like I said, a genuine hybrid. So memory foam, springs, and latex inside this, as well as a couple of other cool materials as well. And that's probably where you're seeing that extra price come in. Well, it's not probably, it's why you are seeing that extra price come in for this, the mid-tier option, which is kind of priced more towards the top tier option than some of the other rivals. But let me take you through those layers so you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about. Layer 1 is a polar silk tensile, which provides a luxury feel on the top. And we go into layer 2, we'll find a graphite crystal latex layer. This pulls heat from the body and gets it down to layer 3, which is the company's famed Hex Grid Plus layer. Now, it's 5 centimeters thick in the Hybrid Pro, which is 2 centimeters thicker than the Hybrid. And the patterns you can see provide kind of pressure relief and targeted support across the body. If you've got pressure point pains, it's great for that. But while the foam itself is filled with cooling gels that disperse the temperature. Now, as we move on to layer 4, we see a microweaved Aussie wool come into play. This adds comfort and also allergen control by kind of increasing airflow. Now, level 5 is where we see the Ergo Coil steel micro springs come into play. Now, these are pocket springs and they supply support across the entire body. So basically, yeah, like they're high tense, and so they're going to give you that support and also that bounce back. Now, layer 6 is another cooling layer of bamboo comfort foam, and this is also where partner disturbance is nullified and allows the two kind of separate spring layers to not conflict with each other. And then layer 7 is that second spring layer. So that's an aerospace grade titanium with gradient tension and tightness for support and retaining shape. So basically that means that like it starts at a medium tensity, it's medium tenseness, and as you go down the coil, it gets a harder tense, plus then that tense, the gauge of it basically changes as you cross the mattress, and this provides you a zonal support. All up, the mattress supports over 2,000 springs, which is super impressive. And on level 8 is a super dense memory foam to give the edge support, and that's wrapped in a cotton blend material. All right, let's talk about the design for the Hybrid Pro. If you come a bit closer, I'll take you through some of the things that I've noticed. Now, this top layer here, this tensile layer, is just so luxurious to the touch. I love the feel of it. I'll talk about temperature more in a sec, but it stays so cool to the touch. It does feel a little bit plasticky, especially in comparison to, say, the Hybrid mattress, which feels very organic. This one feels a little bit plasticky, but it's not an unpleasant feeling. It's so lovely to touch, it's really nice. Now, the pattern on it as well I quite like. So if you've seen my Lumber Cloud review, you would have picked up that the pattern on that, which is quite aggressive and is functional as much as anything in the way it adds pressure support, I actually found it an uncomfortable pattern design. Whereas these kind of groovy lines that go through, actually, when you're lying on it, feel really, really nice. So yeah, that top layer, that all important top layer, they've done a really, really good job with. Now, I do appreciate that they've got handles on the side here, but the stitching on them is of great concern. I don't know, it feels when you lift it by these, if you go to like, say, rotate the mattress, something like that, it feels like these are gonna rip at any second. So that's a curiosity, that particular element there doesn't feel like it's as premium as everything else that's going on. However, up here, this stitching layer here is really nice, and I don't know if you can see it, but the top of the mattress kind of goes a fair bit higher. And I love this way of doing it, because basically it means that, you know, for tall people like me, or if you've got your feet off to the side or something like that, your toes hang over it, your hands hang over it, you're not kind of rubbing against this, this seam. So I really love the way that they've done that. That's great. It's definitely worth pointing out that the edge support on this is good. Like mattress-in-a-box, the mattress-in-a-box options that I've tested, some of the edge support on some of them is almost non-existent. Where here, it's actually quite good. You know, and I'm 100 kilos, and you can see it's holding me pretty well. If you can imagine, I was up on an actual bed frame. I didn't have a bed frame for this size mattress, that's why it's on the floor. But you can see it's not really sagging that much with 100 kilos of weight on it. There's some mattress-in-a-boxes I've been on where I'd be on the ground or just sliding off. And I think it's really important that you get that good edge support. It makes it a heck of a lot easier to get in and out of bed, especially if you've got any ailments, sore backs, things like that, or just age is getting to you. But also it gives it a bit of a multifunctional purpose, because you can sit on the edge of it and say, put on your shoes, or, you know, even if you're in a really tight room, have a desk next to it and sit on your bed, that type of thing. You can actually use it for that purpose. So I think it's important to point out. What you'll notice is there's no zipper on this, so you are stuck with the firmness that's provided. There are other mattresses in a box which will have a zipper that you can undo like this and flip around the layers and basically change the firmness if you want to. This does not provide that. You're getting the firmness that comes out of the box, but as I'll go into, I don't think that's a major issue for you. Okay, so on the most important bit, what's it like to sleep on? And this is where I'm really stoked with the Hybrid Pro. This is such a comfortable mattress. It's, they call it on the website medium plush. That's how they describe the firmness of it. And I think a better way of saying it would be medium firm plush. because the plush bit's accurate. The top feels really, really quite soft and like it's kind of nursing you in, and you really feel that those comfort layers playing a role. But it's definitely firm. I definitely feel really, really well supported on this mattress. And I'm a guy with a really bad back. So I can, straight away, if I was on a mattress that wasn't supporting my back, even lying down this long, I'd know about it, trust me. So lying on here, it's really comfortable. It's really, really good. I can feel it conforming underneath my legs. I can feel it conforming underneath the lower part of my spine. I can feel it kind of nursing my shoulders as I'm digging in as well. So that's really good. And even when you lie on your side and you lie like this, I can feel the same thing. I can feel it kind of curving with me really, really nicely. It bounces back really well as soon as you move it, bounces back really well. There's no partner movement stuff. That's sweet as. That's sweet as in most of the mattresses in the box now. But yeah, it's definitely conforming nicely. And the end result here is that no matter which way you sleep on this mattress, you're feeling good. So that's a big win. Now, I'd also want to talk about the heat, because what this mattress does really, really well is heat dispersion. And the lumber cloud's better again, but this is still really, really good. And they say that it's designed in Australia for hot climates. So it's designed in Australia to deal with Australian weather. Obviously, Australian weather is frequently very, very hot. And this disperses the heat. The Origin mattresses disperse the heat as good as any mattress, if not the best of any mattress I've ever used. So it's really, really good at that. So that's positive. The flip side of it is, when it's cold, it doesn't trap any heat. So it doesn't kind of come back the other way. So that's just something to note. When in the colder months or in colder climate, this mattress is going to require you to really blanket up a bit, because it does such a good job of getting rid of the heat that it takes so long to warm up that you can be quite cold falling asleep. But that's just more blankets. Realistically, for most Australians, it's dealing with the heat, especially in summer, and this mattress does a fantastic job of that. So props to Origin for the work they've done with the layers in there. Dare I say it, I think I like the Hybrid Pro more than I like the Lumber Cloud, even though this is the mid-tier option. It's a really, really nice mattress. And even though it costs a bit more than some of the other mid-tier options in the mattress in the box space, this is really more comparable to their top end options. It's more, when you look at what's actually going on inside and so forth, I can definitely see why it costs more. And I don't think you should look at it and go, oh, it's their middle option, yet it costs heaps more than the other middle options from some of the competitors, because it's definitely more on the top end scale of what the competitors are offering. The price reflects that, and I think it actually does justify the price just because of how comfortable it is and how well it handles heat, and just the fact that you can sleep on it side, stomach, front, be really happy. So yeah, big tick of approval for this mattress, really, I think. And the good news is I've seen some pretty good sales on it. So like I said, it goes for $2,639 here in Australia. When I looked online before, it's granted, it's end of financial year right now, but it was going on sale for under $1,500. Now, so was every other mattress on the planet. But if you can pick something like this up for under $1,500, that's in the Queen, by the way, not the King single, that's in the Queen, then that's a hell of a deal. And when we look at where the other hybrids, where the other Origins are placed, the Origin Lumber Cloud is about $1,500 more, and the Origin Hybrid's about $1,500 less. When you take price into account, that's why I kind of think that I like the Hybrid Pro better than the Lumber Cloud, because this is really good, and it's $1,500 in theory cheaper. So with that all to mind, if you're looking for a mattress that's firm and supportive but still has a really comfortable feeling to it, then I can absolutely recommend the Origin Hybrid Pro. Those are all my thoughts. Thank you very much for watching my Origin Hybrid Pro review. Make sure you check out my other videos. I've got heaps of mattress videos up on the channel. And until next time, I'll check you later. You.